Hi, this is the Black Woman Reader, and I will be reading verses from the last book of Mosiah. Now when Mosiah had done this, he sent throughout all the land among all the peoples, desiring to know their will concerning who should be their king. And it came to pass that the voice of the people came saying they were desirous that Aaron, his son, should be our king and our ruler. You know, in the book of Mormon, when we hear the voice of the people, let's keep in mind that we are talking about the voice of men. We're not talking about the voice of the women, and of course we're not talking about the voice of the children. Let's keep in mind that at this time the women, our sisters, had no voice. So it's these men who are making all decisions. Remember when it came down to war, and they would want to send the women and children into the wilderness. So Aaron is in the land of Nephi. And so the kingdom could not be conferred upon him. Neither would Aaron take upon him the kingdom, neither were any of the sons of Mosiah willing to take upon them the kingdom. So evidently King Mosiah had sent word to the land of Nephi, where his 4 sons were preaching among the Lamanites the situation, and his sons all said, well, you know, we don't want to be king. And so now let us continue. Now I declare unto you that he to whom the kingdom doth rightfully belong has declined, and he will not take upon the kingdom. Now if there should be another appointed in his stead, I fear there would arise contention among you, and who knoweth but my son Aaron may change his mind. Now I say unto you, let us be wise and consider these things, for we have no right to destroy my son, neither shall we have any right to destroy another if he should be appointed in his stead. And now, therefore, let us be wise and look forward to these things. Therefore, I will be your king for the remainder of my days. Nevertheless, let us appoint judges to judge this people according to the laws, according to the law, and we will newly arrange the affairs of this people, for we will appoint wise men to be judges, that will judge the people according to the commandments of God. It is better that a man should be judged of God than of man, for the judgments of God are always just, but the judgments of man are not always just. If ye could have men for your kings who would do even as my father Benjamin did, for this people I say unto you, if this could always be the case, then it would be expedient that ye should always have a king to rule over you. Now I say unto you that because all men are not just, it is not expedient that ye should have a king or kings to rule over you. Remember King Noah, his wickedness and his abominations, and also the wickedness and abomination of his people. Were it not for the interposition of their all-wise Creator, they would still be in bondage. But behold, because they cried mightily unto him, he did deliver them out of bondage. I say unto ye, ye cannot dethrone an iniquitous king, save it be through much contention and the shedding of blood. Kings enact laws and send them forth among his people, laws after the manner of his own wickedness, and whosoever does not obey his laws he causes to be destroyed, and whosoever does rebel against him he will send armies against them to war. An unrighteous king perverts the ways of all righteousness. Therefore choose you by the voice of the people, remember this is to all the men, judges, that ye may be judged according to the laws which have been given you by our fathers, which are correct, and which are given them by the hand of the Lord. If ye have judges, and so now he's going to set out how to go about judging. He talks about the voice of the people, and he talks about majority rules. So that's the kind of thing he's putting out. Now he talks about the system of judges. If you have judges, and they do not judge you according to the law which has been given ye, can cause that they may be judged by a higher judge. If the higher judges do not judge righteous judgments, ye shall cause that a small number of your lower judges shall be gathered together, and they shall judge your higher judge according to the voice of the people. So you can overrule the higher judge. That's funny. Now it came to pass, after King Mosiah had sent these things forth among the people, they were convinced of the truth of his words. Therefore they relinquished their desires for a king. Okay? And it came to pass that they did appoint a judge to rule over them, to judge them according to the law, and this they did throughout the land. And it came to pass that Alma was appointed to be the first chief judge, he also being the high priest, his father having conferred the office upon him, and having given him charge concerning all the affairs of the church. And now Alma did walk in the ways of the Lord, and he did keep his commandments, and he did judge righteous judgments, and there was continual peace throughout the land. So now we have peace in the land of Zarahemla. And thus commenced the reign of judges throughout all the land of Zarahemla, among all the peoples who were called Nephites. And Alma was the first and the chief judge. And now it came to pass that his father, the first Alma, died, being 82 years old, having lived to fulfill the commandments of God. And it also came to pass that King Mosiah died, and he reigned 33 years, being 63 years old, making in whole 509 years from the time that Lehi left Jerusalem. And thus ended the reign of kings over the people of Nephi, and thus ended the days of Alma, who was the founder of the church. We have waded our way through Mosiah. And on that note, this is the Black Mormon Reader. Until next time.